Hi, this is Dave Mass for HolmesCountyTicket.com. We are at West Holmes Soccer Stadium, joined by a longtime coach, Josh Wengerd, for the Lady Knights. Josh, welcome to the show.
Thanks, sonny boy.
Well, Josh, for those of you who don't know out there, this is Josh's final year as head coach of the Lady Knights.
Yeah.
Josh, how many years has it been?
8 years as the head coach, and 5 wonderful years before that as Paul Money's assistant coach with the boys.
If you followed girls soccer here at West Holmes at all, and you've ever interviewed Josh, it probably seems like 20 or 30 years. So, seriously though, we do appreciate the job you've done here and all the time you spent with us here at the Ticket. It's been a lot of fun, and we've had some good times.
I've enjoyed it as well.
Well, Josh, this being your last year, kind of take us back through the years. What are some of the favorite memories of the past 8 years?
Oh, golly. I think, when I first took over the girls program, I was anxious. I was nervous. I had been an assistant for 5 years and had been offered the girls' head coach job a couple of times, but always had a reason to turn it down. I was getting married. I was finishing my master's work. And then when it came open the third time, I remember Paul said, "Hey, the girls' job's open. You probably don't want it." And I thought, I kind of might. I think I surprised him and surprised Mr. Kaufman when he was the athletic director at the time. And the boys program was more successful back then, and the girls program was not very successful. And then Paul stepped away the following year, and the boys' job was open, and I decided to stay with the girls. And I think Mr. Kaufman scratched his head on that one too. Why wouldn't you want to go to the boys? And then I remember a few years later, he said, "I think you made the right decision."
Yeah,
because we started to turn things around. But I remember being really nervous, and being the head coach, it's a lot of responsibility and a lot of work, a lot of time commitment. Some other memories that stick out in my mind are, of course, like that year that we made that miraculous run starting in the OCC tournament. Alex Brown's overtime goal that got us that first round win, and then I think without that goal, we don't win that tournament. We don't beat Riverview in the district final that year. That's definitely a favorite memory. That was a very emotional time too. I mean, I just felt like those girls had worked so hard, and that win, that shot, just validated all of their efforts, and I was so proud of them. And I was just overcome with emotion. I did a lot of crying that year. Rich Patterson, the track coach, he sent me many lovely texts and compared me to a former football coach here that cried a lot on the radio and stuff. Won't mention any names, Bill Dennis. So took some good old ribbing and stuff like that. But it was emotional. It was tears of joy.
Yeah.
All of that hard work paid off.
So and that really kind of marked the beginning of something special. Your program just has continued to get better and better and better. What has been the biggest transformation in the program for the girls here at West Holmes?
I think it's just the girls themselves. I mean, we went from we're still a relatively young team, as far as only having girls soccer here for 12 or 13 years. Right. But I think at first when the program started, you got girls on the team that just wanted a varsity letter. They were not soccer players, and now we've got soccer players, and we've got girls that have played together from a young age, whether that's at Ohio Strikers or Canton United or Buckeye United, and just kind of getting them here and blending all of their talents together. I mean, we've got the higher caliber of players. We have true soccer players. I think that's the difference.
And I think developing that youth program has been a big thing for you, and getting kids excited about the game and more knowledgeable about the game and better game skills. That's been a key to the progress of the program, hasn't it?
Absolutely. And again, I think that's all the girls too. I mean, you get a Schuyler Jones that kind of starts the scoring here for us. And then, an Abby Callahan and a Mallory Wall kind of follow suit. And, Mallory Wall broke all of our records, set all of our records. And, those younger girls, and it helps, too, that Mallory would help out her dad, and she coached some of those little girls, and they really look up to her and admire her. And that's going to help build the program and keep it strong for years to come as well.
Now, over the years, you have developed some tremendous friendships and relationships, not just with your players, but with other coaches, other teams, parents, the school district. You're still going to be teaching here, obviously, but talk a little bit about the relational aspect of soccer and what it's meant to you in your life.
Yeah, I mean, it has allowed you to meet a lot of different people, or allowed me to meet a lot of different people, and even reunite with people that maybe I was friends with in high school. Now their kids are playing, and just kind of reconnecting that way. And like you said, with other coaches from different schools, you kind of get a feel for them and what their districts are like, and those are friendships that will last a lifetime. And I'm not going away totally. I mean, I'm still going to stay involved somewhat, somehow. So, it's not like all of those relationships will just be severed. I think they'll continue on.
I don't know who'd want to sever a relationship with you. That would be ridiculous.
My wife.
Well, you actually get to spend time with her
now.
Give
me a packet of papers to sign today.
Oh, I don't know what that means. You've seen a lot of success, a lot of growth, but the wins, the losses, the championships, the close calls, the near misses, those things kind of all fade in together, don't they, over the years?
They do.
As you look back at your career.
Yeah, they do. And sometimes, a girl that played in the past, she'll put something on Facebook about 4 years ago. And you're going, gosh, I don't even remember that. And some things you do. Some things you'll never forget. It was a big moment. And but yeah, you remember the girls. You remember the relationships. You remember the struggles. You remember the triumphs. And that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, and fun is a key word, I think, for you. You've built this program into a success story, and yet you've kept the game incredibly fun and joyful for the kids who come up and play it.
Well, I hope so. I mean, at the end of the day, if they're not having fun, there's no point of being here doing this. I mean, they've got to enjoy themselves. Bottom line.
So, legacy-wise, what's Coach Wengerd going to be remembered for after 10, 20, 30 years from now?
Oh gosh, I have no clue. I have to let history be the judge of that one.
What would you like to be remembered as?
I think just maybe building the team to, bringing, I don't know what the word is, solidity to the team. Making it a program that is respected throughout the district, throughout the conference. Those are nice things to have under your hat.
I mean, when people play West Holmes now, they don't say, well, here's an easy game for us. They say, we got to prepare because we know we're going to get challenged, and then we're going to get a team that's coming at us.
Yeah, and I think like big teams in our conference, Ashland, Clear Fork, Worcester, those are big, powerful soccer schools, and we give them our best shot every time.
Yeah.
And it's a close one, and man, is that fun.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to miss.
Well, Coach, it's not quite over yet. You've still got a tournament run here at the end of this final year, and looking forward to some big things down this tournament trail.
Yeah, I think we are poised. I think we've come off a nice end of the season, won our final 3 games, haven't allowed any goals, have been scoring a little more. So hopefully that continues into the tournament trail and see where it takes us.
The table's set for the girls to take Coach Wengerd out on a silver platter. Right down to the end, we'll get all the way there. Huh?
Take all 22 of them.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us here today. It's been a joy just conversing with you over the years and getting to know you better, and you've been great for the program, and we certainly at the Ticket here are going to miss you a lot, and we'll certainly have you around still for some odds and ends.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate all the kind words.
Well, for HolmesCountyTicket.com, I'm Dave Mass.